everyone.
Hello, Theresa.
Hi. So good to see you
Nice to
again.
see
How are
you.
you?
We are fine. And you?
Great.
Super.
Me too. Quite cold here in Munich and really gray. So I'm really looking forward to spring. But yeah, I'm fine. And yeah, really excited because I think in 2 weeks I will attend for the first time the 100% optical trade fair in London. So it's really
Wow.
nice. Especially in spring, there are a lot of trade fairs to attend, and yeah, really
That's
great.
good. Good, good. Nice to see you.
Yeah. Yeah, really great to see you
Okay.
too. So it's again, I think the whole team, right? So
Yes. Nadia, medical manager.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah, nice to meet you.
and we will discover your technology
Hmm.
because we have a huge interest in it in this technology, and we need to learn about biometrics more. And
Hmm.
I want to ask you to share some information for us.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what I understood from your email. So I see that one of your participants or you wants to record the session. Should
Yes.
I do it or are you able to do it from your side? So I can also record it.
It's I will ask. One moment,
Okay.
please.
So for me, it's also quite easier and I
Yes.
can send the records afterward.
Yes, we have a recording. Yes. Thank you so much.
Okay, so okay, perfect.
Yes.
So maybe in general. So you want to learn more about our biometrics products in general and about the technologies. So from what I understood or what I think it's maybe important for you to know. And our direct market, so for example, in Germany, Switzerland, France, we have already launched the product Biometrics Horizon. So Biometrics Horizon is, so to say, the successor of the product B40 Biometrics. And I think in the web shop or in the presentation I showed you before was the product B40 Biometrics. We will launch the Biometrics Horizon product in end of June, also in our distribution markets. So I think, so it's just a little upgrade of the former product, right? So I think if I explain to you now, I think it makes sense that I explain our current hero product, so the newest version of the product, just that there's no
Yes.
confusion between the documents maybe and the material you received so far, or maybe what is written in the price list. So I will talk about the Biometrics Horizon, so the newest version of it, right? That will be launched in end of June.
Yes. Okay.
So from my side, would it be interesting for you to have like a general introduction into the product or really take a deep dive into the technologies directly? Because it really depends a little bit, because I have prepared a more technical presentation, which really focuses on how the technologies work, or would it be more a general overall approach? What do you think? I hope you can understand me.
Please, once again, tell the last sentence, please.
Okay, so I have two presentations. One is more like the marketing presentation,
Okay.
which really focuses more on like in general, what is biometrics about?
Okay.
What is our marketing concept behind it? What?
So,
Let me.
can we see both
Mhm. Okay.
presentations?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so the one, just a sec. Oh, this is the more technical one, and this is our standard presentation. So I will start right away, and you can just stop in between and also raise your hand and ask questions just right away, right?
Good.
So Biometrics Horizon. I think I already showed you the video before.
Yes, we saw.
In my last presentation. So this is really the vision we have for our Biometrics Horizon product, the future technology before your eyes, so to say. Biometrics Horizon is really a revolutionary concept from Optiswiss and a really new experience for new progressive lens design. We have together for this product 3 new technologies. One hand, the biometrics technology, the optometric technology, and the Swiss Vario technology, which really differs from our core progressive lens portfolio. What are these technologies about? I will explain here really briefly, and if you like, later on in the more technical presentation, more in depth.
Good.
So the Swiss Vario technology is really the core technology that explains or that enables us to include more parameters, for example, biometric parameters, the age, the accommodation, etc., to take this into account in our calculation algorithm. So the Swiss Vario technology in general means we are able to feed our computing algorithm with a lot of more parameters, so to say. We are able with this new computational technology or with this new algorithm to really take into account individual requirements of the digital lifestyle, or also offer more different lifestyle variants. For example, if you far distance, balanced and near our consumer-orientated lifestyle variants we are offering. So what does optometric technology mean? As I explained to you a little bit earlier, with the Swiss Vario technology, we are able to include more parameters. So to say also, for example, the age of the customer, the accommodational effort that he's able to make, and also the refractive error. So this means optometric technology. Depending on age, the refractive error, so if the person is myopic, hyperopic, and also depending on the accommodation he's able to do it by himself, we really can adjust the design of the lens to his needs. So this is meant by optometric technology. And biometrics technology, this simply means that we are able to take into account the axial length, thereby the center of rotation of the eye and the pupil diameter, in order to really customize the lens in the most efficient way. I think, as you already know, we are working together here with our cooperation partner Oculus. So your customers would need in their stores either a myopia master or a Pentacam AXL Wave in order to do the measurements for the biometrics products. We work here together with yeah.
Theresa, I have a question. We need both equipment, or
no, only one of them. So these two devices by Oculus are able to measure the pupil diameter, the axial length, and then calculating the center of rotation. So these two devices from Oculus would be possible, or these two devices match the requirements we have.
Which is the best for our goals.
So I think the myopia master, for example, like is not that expensive as, for example, as a pentacam, but I think it's really up to you, or maybe up to your customers, if they want to have this or that device in their store, because with the pentacam you are also able to do contact lens adjustments. You have much more parameters you can measure with this device, so it's really more higher variable, more options that are there for your customers. And then here, I think this is more a marketing presentation. This is really just the benefits that the biometrics product is offering. The benefits we found out by deducting several consumer studies with this new product. So we have, like, as a benefit, we have individual precision through the biometric optimization. We have really a perfectly tailored design, because we can not only take into account the habits of the customer, but also his biometric parameters and his age, refractive error, etc., etc. So we really can customize the product as it's best for the customer. We have our innovative Swiss quality. We have a reduction of eye strain, again, brilliance and clarity. And on the other hand, we have also a perceived greater image stability, even under dynamic conditions, more natural vision, and also an optimization to the digital world. And as I said before, we conducted also consumer studies or customer studies together with the research institute IoT in Spain. And these are just some numbers that really show that the satisfaction with these lenses is really high for the end consumer. So we have, for example, 97% overall satisfaction across all visual tasks, almost 100% wow effect in the distance vision, also 90% high satisfaction for mid-distance tasks, and a comfortable use of digital devices also above 90%. And what is also good to have in mind, that people, or this was also one of our objectives when developing this new product, that the adaptation time is really great, that over 90% of people adapt in a time less than 7 days. So it's really easy to adapt to these new lenses.
Okay.
Yeah, these are just...
Theresa,
yes.
One question. What is the maximum time for adaptation?
The maximum time?
Yeah.
So what I can say, I did also some internal tests with the biometric lenses with our like colleagues, for example. Okay. And I think most of them, adaptation time less than 7 days. 7 days is a quite long time, as for what I experienced, because most of my colleagues adapted in like a few hours to these lenses. So I think it's more like yeah. So I think it's, in most cases, is really 1 day. Okay. I think a little bit depends on how sensible the customer or the end consumer is, but in most cases, that's why we focused a lot on spontaneous adaptation, and like that the design is more, so to say, optimized for far vision, so that is really stable, and that you don't feel that much dizziness, especially when you put the lenses on for the first time. So the lenses is really, really designed for spontaneous adaptation. And yeah, that's also my experience.
Good, thank you.
But yeah, so these are just some citations from from happy customers or happy opticians. Pure emotions from the very first second, high instant comfort. Yes. And I think in the end, what is also good to know that every lens, so we really want to underline the premiumness and the quality of the lens. So every Biometrics Horizon lens has a unique identification number engraved. So your customers can really be sure that they have a 100% made in Switzerland product here. And even after some years, they can also look up when their other, so to say, information behind manufacturing the product.
Okay.
This is just a story about 100% Switzerland again. And I think here, this is just important for you to know when you want, if you want to market our product. We have really a whole 360 concept around biometrics. So we have really as a concept 100% Swiss-made biometric progressive lenses made with or built or are based on precise measurement with a myopia master or Oculus device, and you have really the highest level of professionalization as an optician or optometrist when offering this product. You have really also created an added value because you can really differentiate from other retailers by offering this measurement with the myopia master and really this biometric product. You have also sustainable success because you can also arrange follow-up sessions based on the myopia master measurement. You have really how to say a customer. This is really with the high satisfaction level, so the customers can really build trust in you and yeah, thereby attract other customers. Also with these measurements, and also you can really also offer a high technology customer experience, yeah, which is really unique and also creates a wow effect on the other hand. And yeah, as a service, what we are really offering to our opticians in the direct markets, we really, before they start selling this biometric products, the whole team in the optician store or the optometrist really get training or onboarding, which is really customized to them. They get also this biometrics expert POS material, so they can really also show in the whole optician store that they are offering biometrics products from Optiswiss. So it's really a really big marketing package that is also available, not only print material, digital, social media, also this POS material. So they can really build a biometric experience in this.
Okay.
And I think, yeah, this is really more the marketing presentation.
Okay.
And then I have also prepared this more technical presentation, as you can see here, where, like, for example, the optometric technology is a little bit more shown in much more detail, if this is interesting to you.
Okay.
For example, what you can see here, this is about the optometric technology. So what are told you before, that we are not only simply use the designs far distance near, but we really have a look with ray tracing, how we can really simulate how this customer really needs the design perfectly to his needs. So we can really, via a ray tracing method, say a customer with, for example, -2 and an addition of +2 in the age of 60 really needs this kind of design, and we really can simulate this. For example, here.
Давайте вислухаємо. Далі будемо вже потім формулювати питання.
I'm just looking for the right slide. So really with this optometric technology, we can really reduce the oblique aberrations for the customer, and also take into account the accommodation effort of the customer. So with wait, I think you can see it best here. So we can really optimize the lens in that way that the oblique aberrations of the customer are put to this part of the lens that the customer isn't using. This is what this should be really shown here. Yeah. So I know this is really a technical presentation, but what I really wanted to show you here is that with our optometric technology, we are able to really make 99% of any direction of gaze is fully optimized, falling within the zero blur region when the wearer accommodates slightly. So we really are able to put the aberrations into this part of the lens that the customer doesn't really use, or that he is able to accommodate. So this is what we are doing in a nutshell, but I can also share the presentation to you afterwards. These are a lot of technical visualizations, but this is what we are doing. And I think what might be interesting here, that when we're doing this here, that what the calculation algorithm is really doing is really putting, depending on refraction, age, or accommodation, we can really select, or the algorithm really selects where the customer should be put in which part of this requirement diagram, so to say. So one customer might have high needs for near visual demands. The other one might have high need of distance visual demands, and depending on his needs, he's really put either on the first, second, third, or fourth of this coordinate system. And depending on this assignment, the design is also selected for him. Here.
Okay.
Yeah, so really we have like, yeah, the so to say standard design segments, and depending on their age, refractive error, accommodation, the person is put in here. And I think I have also some examples that you can like relate maybe a little bit more. So we have here a hyperopic patient with an advanced presbyopia, and you can see here the accommodation amplitude reserve is not enough to compensate the hyperopic refractive error for distance. So the user requires spectacle glasses for the task at the following at all working distances. And you can see here optometric profile would say 100% all use. So he would really get a design that doesn't really put a focus on the far distance or near, but really covers all distances. But if you have a look, this is just a visualization how the power map would look like. But if you have a look, for example, at someone who is myopic, and the patient can compensate his myopia with the under-corrected myopia error at the working distance lower than 30 centimeters. The user requires spectacle lenses for all for every task, although their main visual demands are for distance vision. So you really the design is really optimized more for the distance vision, because here is this highest demand. So this is just some examples, and also afterwards when I'm sharing the presentation, you can really have a look. For example, someone who's ametropic with clear vision for distance has only a need for the closer distance. Here you see that that the design will be more optimized for the close-up distance. So the focus is a little bit different here. Yeah, I hope that explained a little bit what our optometric technology means.
Okay.
And here we have a little bit more information about our biometrics design. I think here's a little bit more explained in depth why it's really important to take into account for the calculation algorithm also the eye length, because we know that the eye length is really differing in humans, and also the difference between hyperopic people, myopic people, and ametropic people is quite high, and most manufacturers base their calculations on the Goldstrand eye, and but depending if you are myopic or hyperopic, the axial lengths can really differ, and not only the axial lengths but also the center of rotation, and that's why parameters as precise as possible. And this is we are really only able to do that with the myopia master, because the myopia master is the device on the market that really can measure the axial length as precise as possible, and thereby also calculate really the center of rotation. Other competitors, for example, Rodenstock with the DNI scanner, they can only estimate the length of the eye and not measure it, and this really makes a difference in terms of precision. Yes, I think this would be all for now from my side. I can also share after you with you, for example, the explanation of our study. So yeah, a little bit more in depth. What was tested in our study was what were the results? What is the summary? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Good, good. And tell me please about information what you need from us to order this technology.
Mhm.
Additionally, three
Yeah.
parameters, as I understand you, yes?
Yes. Maybe I can show it to you in our web shop, because we have for our partners who are currently ordering biometrics, we have like a simple data transfer, so an interface from the myopia master to our web shop. Then it's quite easy to just click on import data, and then you don't have to type in any numbers or something like this. But I can show you right away an example. Wait. So what would be mandatory? That your customers have either the myopia master or the Pentacam AXL Wave in their store, and then that they have really an interface or access to our web shop. But that is really easily given. 1 second. So this is, for example, the web shop of our UK partner. And here you can see I just clicked on biometrics, single vision, selected one material, and then you can see here eye length, left, right, pupil diameter, left, right, eye pivot, center of rotation, and then you can just click on import.
Okay.
And then the data would be transferred. So there's really easy, really easy, just one click. I think most important is really the correct setup. But maybe one question from my side: do you already have contact to a distribution partner of Oculus in your market? So is there? I'm not sure. Is there a distributor
Yes,
of
we have
Oculus?
distributor of the Oculus in Ukraine, but this is new distributor for my company. We don't know this distributor, and we didn't work with him. And we have ecosystem of NIDEC equipment, and all our devices are and our system is built on NIDEC technologies.
Okay.
And we follow the biometric concept, and this is great technology, and we have our vision about philosophy of different brands who produce equipment for opticians, for clinicals, and our main partnership in clinical branch in our country. Our partner, I think that it's the best surgery clinical in Ukraine, and they are near from us, and we have a collaboration, and they have all NIDEC ecosystem too, and they think that NIDEC for them is the best equipment ever, and we can try to start with them, because sure that they have a OPD scan or another devices which we need to have these measurements for your technology.
Yeah,
And
the problem here is that I see, sorry to interrupt, is that we really need one of these devices from Oculus. So it won't be possible to work with the NEDEC device, right? With a NEDEC biometer or something like this. It's not possible to integrate data from other devices than from Oculus. So you would really need these ones for the biometrics products.
Okay, we will discover it. No problem. We have a discovering process right now, and
Okay.
we don't know. Last week we met this new distributor for us, and we discover Oculus devices. We discover NIDIC devices for these measurements, and we will try to find solution to have a work with you with your technology biometrics, and we follow this technology. It's a very good technology for our eyewear center, because we have higher standards than other opticians in our country, and we have a lot of patients who are looking for best quality of vision, best quality of customization lenses, and your technology, I think it's this way that they are looking for, and we will discover devices. We will discover your presentation, technical, marketing. Okay.
What is also available, maybe I can share also some links from some YouTube videos from Oculus, because maybe this also helps you to understand how these devices are working and what kind of information you get out of them. They are just like product videos. I will also maybe share them afterwards, that you just have the possibility to discover this YouTube links, just to get a little bit more familiar with the device by itself.
Okay. Good. Tell me please about how old is this technology? How many years do you work with it?
I think with the biometrics, I think we launched it in 2023.
2023.
Yeah,
3 years.
and then we did a relaunch with the Horizon. So we have already experienced for some years so far. And yes.
Okay. Я думаю, що ми це дослідимо вже, вивчимо, і там, я думаю, ми знайдемо відповідь на ці питання. Okay, good. So we have no questions right now. Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you for your time and exploring the business with us.
We will wait more information. We will learn it, and we will come back to you with our vision, with our questions.
Yes,
I don't know.
I'll do so. Yes.
Good. Thank you so much for your help.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time, and I will share the information afterwards, right? The material.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.